It wasn't until I learned to be myself and tell my own stories that my YouTube channels really started to grow. But growing a YouTube channel isn't the end game. It's working with your ideal clients. Well, your ideal clients will never reach out to you if they can't relate to you. Now that starts making a little bit more sense, doesn't it? In this video, I'm going to be discussing a couple tips, 3 or 4 different ways that you can incorporate storytelling into your videos so that you can attract your ideal audience and they'll watch your videos for longer. And if you want to learn how we're doing that, we're getting after it right now. What's up, everybody? My name is Jackson Wilkie with the Channel Junkies. In this channel, we teach you how to explode your YouTube channel so that you can start getting your ideal clients and blowing up your business. If that's what you want, make sure you tap that subscribe button and you click the little bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. All right, so storytelling was something that I didn't just like make up or start at the beginning doing. What I found out was that early on in my YouTube days, well, first of all, there was nobody really teaching how to really grow a YouTube channel. It was all about the real estate process and escrow and shops and restaurants. And that's just something that really doesn't get searched, first of all. Second of all, if you do an inspection and escrow videos, well, that client's already in a deal and has an agent. But lastly, there's no relatability, right? There's no story. We're just kind of like interviewing somebody making an avocado sandwich, and nobody cares about that. So it was a bunch of pain and misery trying to realize. And then I started going through and I got to be the top real estate agent. So I need to talk all the market data and the stats and the statistics. And again, there was no relatability. So one day I took a leap of faith and I thought I was going to get destroyed for this and it would blow up my YouTube channel and I would have to basically quit, move, cry, do all that. I talked about moving to Portland, Oregon, my story. And I opened up and I talked about 7, 8 things that really caught me off guard about moving to Portland and that I wasn't from here, how I moved to the wrong area, how daycares were so freaking expensive. Yes, I talked about the negative aspects. I didn't just say, oh, it sucks here. Oh my gosh. I was positive. Yeah, daycare is freaking expensive here. But I'm also looking at the opportunities that my kids have in the Portland metro with Nike and Intel and all these incredible, huge companies and top schools. I'm telling you right now, just beware. The daycares are expensive and they're packed. I accidentally made the mistake of not locking down my daycare before we moved here. Well, it took about 3 months to find one. I was actually paying $36 a day for 1 hour after school for my son to get shipped to this little place. I was telling stories. I didn't know what I was doing, but guess what? When I thought my YouTube channel was going to explode and fall and crumble, that's when it exploded and going up in the positive direction. The reach outs came twofold. All the comments were like, oh my gosh, I love your honesty. Finally, someone I can relate with. And that was when it really started opening up to me that I need to be the person that people call. So I was brand new into real estate. A lot of you have been doing it for 1 year, 10 years, 30 years. And my whole real estate career at that point for basically a few weeks, few months was, I've been doing real estate for 20 years. I'm the best. That's what every realtor leads with is how long they've been doing it. Well, that channel last year, in just my second year of real estate did $43.2 million in sales. Not one time did anybody ever ask, hey, Jackson, how long have you been a realtor? Not once. They never asked that. They reached out and said, oh my gosh, Jackson, I've been watching all your videos. I love your videos. My family's moving there. We actually are thinking about the west side, like Beaverton. I have a daughter named Chloe, a son named James. We have a budget of $700,000 to $800,000. Can you help us? And I'm like, what? So here I am, not even from Portland. Here I am, a brand new real estate agent, and I'm getting this kind of reach outs. It didn't happen until the stories. So now you're probably like, well, Jackson, I've been living in my area forever. I don't have the moving to stories. But you have a lot of past client stories that you can use. You have a lot of, if you've done new construction, what are the top 10 things people need to know? Or what are the top 10 biggest mistakes you've seen when buying a new construction home? Maybe you bought one and made a mistake too. When you start telling those stories, or maybe it's investing. Maybe you've invested in a few properties or you like helping investors. The top 10 biggest mistakes I've seen investors make in my city. That is going to relate with your ideal clientele. And that's what I get all the time. People are like, well, I love luxury. Okay, tell me the 10 biggest things people don't know about the luxury market in Portland. Tell me about the top 10 secret luxury areas. If you love it, speak it. When you can tell those stories, that's when your channel grows. That's when it explodes. And that's when you work with your most ideal clientele. Mine happened to be relocation and families, And that's really who reaches out the majority of the time. But I'm telling you right now, I've had retirees, professional athletes, fellow YouTubers. I've had all sorts of people walk of life because they just like Jackson Wilkie, or they like my teammates, whoever they are. And so it's really until we incorporated storytelling into our videos is when everything started erupting and blowing up. So I love coaching people on this. Quick conversation with our teammates, our partners. I can unearth 3, 4, 8 different stories that they can put in their videos, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so easy. I was so scared to say that before, but now I had a girl who likes to hunt, and I'm like, please say that. Please. That you love this area because you like to hunt. And she was so scared to do it. And then she said, one of the reasons I love this area is, I like going turkey hunting with my dad. We go out. She got to reach out for an $800,000 buyer who said, oh my gosh, I love your video when you talked about hunting with your dad. I used to hunt with my dad too. I'm moving to so-and-so area. Can you help me? The story sold it. The stories will help you sell. If you want, more information on partnering with us, a link is in the description below to schedule calls with me, Jesse Dow, my business partner at eXp Realty too. If you want us to coach you up, help you with your systems, processes, blowing up your YouTube channel, coaching you, everything. The more we help you, the more it helps us. But these videos are the ones popping up that are going to help you explode your YouTube channel. Start clicking on those and you will be well on your way. And until the next video, guys, we'll catch you later.